Good evening, everybody. We're back with another round of SLOCAR and FASCAR tonight. These guys are just getting done with practice here. We're headed into qualifying. We've got the car tonight, as weird as that sounds. I guess I think I need to come up with a better line for that. But these guys are in the COT, which is the legacy car here. Obviously, we already got a setup. I was hoping to work on something for them. Unfortunately, we didn't get a way to get a better setup in here. But these guys got about 5 minutes to get qualifying done, and try not to murder their cars in the process. I got Diesel in the booth with me tonight for however long, depending on severe storm warnings and all that crap. We're getting a late start because of it, both on my end and everything else. What do we got? We got about 13 cars, I think is what we said. So if you still want to get in, you got a little bit of time. You got about 5 minutes. As long as you're under a 1500 I rating and a D 1.0 or higher, this will get you in. Any predictions for tonight, Diesel?
Lots of death.
Is SLOCAR going to do it better than FASCAR again?
I think so. And part of that is going to be the field of only about 14 cars right now.
Yeah,
but also right. They just seem to have smaller egos for the most part.
That's also true. Something of note, and something that the ego thing is what made me realize that I wanted to bring this up. After the events of last week's race in FASCAR, 4 drivers who, a couple of which had never been in the race before, for the shenanigans that were set afoot at the start of that race, have been banished. I host this for fun, guys. I'm not hosting this for you to wreck my entire field. So if you choose to join, thank you. All I ask is that you be respectful. I know, speaking for the admin body, they are beyond being nice about it. So, but that being said, we're gonna get back to having some fun. These cars will do 260 in the draft in a straight line. So by themselves, 230, 240, depending on how you come out of the corner. But well, we got qualifying, not qualifying. Looks like everybody's kind of rolling, just waiting on Ray Coyle, I think, to get rolling around the track. While we're doing this, let's get some race info up on the screen.
Oh, we have 15 now.
Do we have 15? We do. We're getting a few
Derek
more.
Cyrus has joined.
Derek's going to be in FASCAR, not SLOCAR.
Okay, so who joined then? Somebody new came in.
I don't know. But anyways, for tonight's race, 20 laps, 1 fast repair, unlimited fuel and tires. They still can't beef, so that's still off the table till I deem otherwise. I did make it a little bit cooler tonight. It is 66 degrees to try to hopefully keep the tires underneath this car. So we're sitting at about 98 on the track temp. So it should be really good. So, but we'll go ahead.
I love how the track is 32 degrees higher than the air.
Right. This is the quali for SLOCAR, Zach. So FASCAR will be after this, once these guys finish up their 20-lap race, and then we'll drop into FASCAR at that point. So a little bit of time left. These guys, let me see if it'll show me. I don't have it. I think I gotta have this. 1 lap to go. Let's go to time. They got about 56 seconds in qualifying still, so. Also, if people want to know where to get the info for SLOCAR and FASCAR, if you head to the Discord link down below, there is a Discord link. Join the Discord. All the information will be there. It will also show you how to get into the league. Yes, Zach, there are separate sessions for SLOCAR and FASCAR. So And you will actually see me start up that session here live on stream while we're interviewing the winner. So hang around. We'll have that all up here a little bit later.
And refresh my memory, SLOCAR is up to 1500 iRating,
Correct.
and FASCAR requires a minimum of 1400.
Correct. So there is a little bleed over either way. So, all right. Well, I think that's it for qualifying. We're gonna get this grid up. Get this off screen so it doesn't look tacky. All right, Patrick Connell putting it on the pole tonight. He's actually in a paint scheme that he designed based off of my logos and stuff, so it's a really cool one. We'll get that up on screen here a little bit later. Ian Craig going to put it in second. Dustin Ray's in third. RJ Hurst sitting fourth. Carl Graves going to be fifth. Ron St. Louis starting sixth. Brian Hebbard in seventh. Tyler Moore in eighth. Miguel Saldana in ninth. Nicole Daly going to start 10th. Denny LeBlanc 11th. Josh Metheny is going to start 12th. Moving back a little bit further on the grid, we got Ray Coyle starting 13th. Daryl Robertson starting 14th. And Daniel Shaver starting 15th. So that is our grid for tonight. Get the ticker up on screen. We'll get us a track map. I'm hoping that with all the stuff that I've done between JD's computer and mine in the last week, we don't have any CPU issues tonight for FASCAR. So,
Yeah, you did check to make sure your cores weren't parked, right?
Yeah, so there's something funny to that. Windows, apparently, even if you change it in the registry, it will after you reboot, it will park the cores again. So now I have some software that allows me to unpark the cores at a click of a button. So
I think it's so stupid that they're like, yeah, we're going to park the cores that you're not using, even though you may use them. Why?
Yeah, I don't know why. So I have been having much lower CPU usage. I will tell you that. So
is it just an Intel thing?
So I don't know if AMD parks cores or not. So, I haven't checked that out, but I could tell you if you want to check it. If you open Performance Monitor or Resource Monitor, one of them will show the cores and it'll say if it's parked or not. So, all right. So tonight in race control, we got Dennis, JD, we got Nick, we got the wife, we got Scott Thompson helping out over on the SLOCAR side. I can tell you, if you race FASCAR tonight and you get lippy, Robin's not going to be afraid to cut voices. That woman is coming with the band hammer.
Oh yeah.
So now we'll set this to laps. And I'm going to put the dashboard up just that way you guys can see the insane speeds these guys are going to hit here. Oh, Ian says they do on the AMD. So, key thing to note in SLOCAR and FASCAR, these guys are not allowed to change lanes until after the start finish line. I'm not going to tell them this, but I totally forgot to turn on the restart zone. So,
well, they're off. Oh shit, and they're crashing already.
Shit, they're wrecking already.
Oh my God. What a shit show.
Hold on. We're going to play this at quarter speed because I got to figure out. So the 5 car gets loose first.
I'm betting they were in first gear.
I don't know how many other cars are junked in this. I'm looking to see.
Well, I can tell you that Ron has severe front right damage. Like I can see his wheel.
Yeah, I see Ron. It's not as bad as I thought though.
Well, that's the thing. It looked like Ron missed it also. I wonder if that was netcode.
He's not the only one, though. There's another one that's got the same kind of damage.
The 404 right behind him, yeah.
Yeah, I think if it's me, I don't take the fast repair. I just repair the damn thing and try to
Wait a
keep it
minute.
going.
They had that damage before the race started.
Really?
Well, at least the 404 did.
That's kind of interesting. I am going to, you know what, for tonight, we may have to adjust some things. Text the wife and see what she says.
Ron did slightly get into the 5.
Well, the 5 was all of a sudden just sideways, and I don't think Ron had a place to go.
He didn't. No, Ron didn't get wrecked out. He was just slightly involved.
I was going to say that the right front has a little tweak to it, or had a little tweak. It looks like he's already fixed. What about the 404?
Let me check on him.
404
He is still damaged. He is not pitted. But I went back and watched. The 404 actually got into the wall coming off the starting grid.
That's weird.
Yeah, he got loose and nosed it into the wall as they were getting out of formation.
Yeah, I don't, man, that's wild. You gotta love, you gotta love this car in high horsepower, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if they're trying to start in first gear, that is a huge mistake. This car has way too much power.
Apparently, our race control Dennis tried to warn them, but somebody didn't pay attention. So
yeah, it would seem so.
Man. Okay, well, we're gonna try this again. I think RJ's on pit road. We got Denny LeBlanc on pit road. I'm not sure if they had to tow.
Tell you what, if I'm Ron right now, I'm staying at the fucking back and just waiting for people to be stupid.
Yeah, the big thing is you gotta feed the power in on this one. You can't just flat foot the shit out of it and pray she's gonna go.
Hell no.
So Patrick gonna lead him to the line. We got I think that was Ian Craig on the high lane. All right, green flags in the air.
Oh, and they're dying again. God. 11. Oh, God.
What in the world? Who was
Ron
that?
did avoid it. Oh, my God.
Who was that?
There's the 11 car, Miguel.
I'm trying to figure out what happened here.
He floored it, and it went right.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong yellow flag. I'm looking at the wrong yellow flag. That's my bad. We get the right one this time.
Yep, focus on Miguel.
It's really
weird.
That's
the first one still. Oh, no, wait, my thing's behind.
He just kind of gets... He was already in the gas and it just broke.
Yeah, I'm thinking that he must have still gotten onto it a bit too quick.
Well, we're going to double check on Ron. Ron's clean. Ron's good.
Yeah, he missed
Ron's
it.
Still alive,
barely,
guys.
But he missed it.
We're going to go ahead and catch the pace car. Pace car should be middle back here at this point. So,
Scott makes a good point.
What's that?
At this point, try a third gear start.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong.
Oh, my God.
Hopefully we can get some green flag laps in here.
Right? We're already at 2 cautions and we haven't even had any green.
Yeah. Oh, boy. All right, so they're going to choose this next time by.
Because of that nonsense, Ron finds himself in 5th place right now, despite having to pit for repairs that first caution.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is I guess if I'm Ron and I'm in his position, I either pit and go all the way to the back, or I take the shortest line.
Yeah. He will be starting on the bottom side though, so.
Oh, we got a Derek Cybers in the waiting room. Let's see what Derek's got to say. Derek, you're live on air. Have you been watching this?
Man, I'm nervous now for tonight.
Somebody just wrecked in the back.
What?
So I'll give you a little hint. I'm actually racing along with the slow guys during the test session.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just kind of getting prepared for what's about to happen. And yeah.
Oh.
I'm not really sure what happened. It looked like Daryl was slowing down.
Yeah, and he drifted down as Daniel Shaver was trying to get underneath him, and they collided.
Okay. So Derek, how's it restart? Is it real greasy?
I think it was Diesel said it earlier. When you get on the gas and this thing just pulls.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you are not familiar with this car, third gear start might actually be very beneficial.
Okay, so we might be onto something here then. All right, well, Patrick Connell's going to lead him to the green again. Ron's down on the bottom on the inside. I'm going to tell you this. I don't love where Ron's at. I'm going to say that.
Yeah. The leader is ahead of the pace car as they come to the restart.
Restart zone. We're going. Off. We get the start in.
Granted, half the field is in the pits right now.
I think that's actually pretty smart on a restart.
I think
if you're not going to.
Well, I think for FASCAR tonight, I think we may leave the restart zone off so that way maybe we can kind of jump a little bit and get things stretched out. But yeah, at least we're going, right? We got Ian Craig to the high side out and around Patrick Connell. Following that up with Carl Graves around St. Louis, third and fourth right now.
Bit of a 4-car breakaway, but the pack is catching back up.
Well, the crazy thing is they're all fanned out.
Yeah.
Ian's going just as fast as Patrick is on the high side by himself.
Granted, there's also a lot of air between the cars. They are not riding each other's bumpers.
Right. I don't think I'd want to right now.
Oh, no, especially in these cars.
Looks like RJ finally got going again. I think the only person off track right now is Dan Shaver.
And you know, Justin in chat said to treat it like there's an egg under the throttle. I think you need to treat it more like there's a tiger's tail under the throttle. Don't touch it.
That's about the only thing you can do. Ian Craig, Patrick Connell continue to share that spot. Oh, the 13 up the wall. That's gonna
the 5 came up like a rocket and just got blocked.
I think the 13 hit the apron is what I thought I saw, but I could be wrong.
I don't think he did.
Ron underneath Patrick. No. He's gonna take off after Ian.
13 was on the high side.
Ian Craig continuing to lead. God, it's like the 4th of July down through the corners. Holy shit.
We have 2 Pizza Planet vehicles in the top 3.
I see that. My Patrick Connell sponsored car sitting in third. Like I said, he wanted to do a paint scheme based around the channel, so I give him the logos and said, here, give it a shot. Ian just disappeared. Well, that was scary as shit. We're going to focus on Ron because I know he's solid. So,
yeah, I'm sure Ron is probably thinking, who just shit in my pants?
Yeah, it wasn't me, but I know I'm kind of wondering if somebody shit in mine after that. But Do the Pizza Planet boys keep it hooked up, move forward? Because like I said, there's 3 of those cars out there. I think RJ's in the 3rd one.
Yeah. Which RJ is currently in 14th and off pace.
Well, and I think he's 2 laps down right now, and we are starting to catch a minefield of lap cars. We got the 19 of Dan Shaver in there, the 27 of Nicole Daly's in there. Who else do we got?
RJ is 4 laps down.
Yeah, well, I think he had to tow after hitting the wall there on that start. We're just at the halfway point. Ian Craig continuing to lead.
I'm surprised they're only pushing about 250.
Yeah. I think the big thing is the guys don't want to overheat the shit out of the tires. The lap car of Daniel Shaver riding that bottom. As long as these guys are predictable, I don't think that the leaders will have an issue with them. Big thing is obviously you don't want to hit that apron. So
especially at speed. They're coming up on Nicole next.
Ron continuing to grind forward. You get that because the rear's grinding. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like a lowrider competition out there.
Dude, it literally looks like the ass is sitting on the ground.
Yeah, and it's not sparking from one side. It is sparking from both sides of the car.
Ian's going out and around the high side. Whoa, man. 4 wide down the back stretch. Oh,
under the yellow line even. That transition's going to be a bit
sketchy.
And Ron to the lead.
That's a power move. Oop, they're getting some bumping in the corner.
I tell you, Patrick made a ballsy move there.
Yeah, Ron St. Louis, your winner or leader in slow car so far. Winner, good Lord, I'm jumping ahead of myself. 7 laps to go. Yeah,
you might be a little early.
I think he's sweating bullets right now. Him and Patrick are hooked up. They're actually, oh, and there goes somebody around in the back of the pack.
That was Nicole.
I heard somebody say that was
Did she have help
from hell?
Oh, yeah, that was netcode. Ian was not even close to her, and she just went around.
So none of the lead lap cars have damage?
Not unless Ian does. Nope, he's clean.
Oh, man, they're getting squirrely out back of this pack.
Next one they're coming up on is Miguel, followed by Joshua Metheny.
I can see Ron making an interesting arc into the corner, trying to not hit that apron and keep the car flat out. Yeah, they do have Miguel that they're catching. 6 laps to go, about 5.5 at this point. So they're going to catch Miguel probably in the corner here as they run 245. Patrick going to sneak it in there. Ron going to cover. Ron getting a little loose. My God, this is going to be like a sparkler show.
Oh, we got another one coming up on the high side.
Yep, Ian Craig. Man, these guys are flying.
Oh, that got sketchy for a second.
Miguel went to the high side. Yep. Ron continues to lead with 5 to go.
Patrick making the move.
Patrick to the bottom side. He's got help from the 13 of Carl Graves. Ron going to slide it up.
Ron's trying to side draft, but you got to be careful with the netcode in these.
Yep, he's got Ian Craig behind him, so Ron's got help again.
Man, they rocketed as soon as they hooked up.
Holy cow. 4 to go. Man, and Pizza Planet cars are flying.
They dusted Patrick.
Ian just washed up.
Yep. Dustin Ray to second.
Dustin gonna follow behind Ron.
They're approaching the 404 car. They'll probably catch him going into 2.
Maybe he won't be found by the time they hit the corner.
Oh, Nicole is slow on the low side as they come up.
I see that as well. I think she just came off a pit road would be my guess. Everybody single file, though, as they follow Ron with 3 to go. See if we can get around these lappers quickly and efficiently. I think right now it's in everybody's best interest to just get in line, push Ron, and break through the crowd, you know?
Yeah.
Ron gonna drop it off into 3. Everybody following him around the bottom side as we come towards Nicole here.
Oh,
Ron gonna take it to the bottom. Man, that car got loose as shit.
Oh, that was risky, Ron.
He's gonna wind up with a sucker hole here.
Yep.
Not a good place to be as we head down into 2 or down into 1. Ron to the high side.
Wall.
They're gonna blend in. Ron gonna take it back to the bottom. Patrick Connell back out front. We'll jump to the leader so that way we can stay focused there. Ron looking for some help from behind to try to get back to the front. Oh, up the wall. We're still rolling. Ron needs some help if he wants to get to the front. White flag's going to be in the air. This thing's going to go official. Patrick Connell leads across the line.
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, it was very close.
Remember the net code, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Ron all the way up the track, trying to use every ounce of this thing to get the run
wide.
down the straightaway. Yep,
he's going to get a side draft. He's going to keep that side draft.
They were bouncing off each other's doors.
There's about 6 inches between the two.
No, they were making contact.
See what they try here. Patrick Connell leads off 4. Who's going to take it home?
I think Patrick's got it.
It's going to get close.
Oh.
I think
and they die at the line.
Got it.
That's a heck of a block.
Holy shit.
I don't know if you'd call that a block. That was just aggression.
Well, I mean, he did what he had to do when he hit the line. I mean, it was that or lose it.
Holy crap.
I don't know. I think that's a bit dirty racing to do that right at the line.
Wow, that wasn't Sammy Smith dirty.
We're going to go back and look at this from a different angle while I'm waiting for everybody to finish up, but the 13's there. He's got the draft. You see him bounce to the bottom. The 13 kind of bebops left and right. The 10 brings it down to cover, and they collide just before the line. So definitely
I'm all for standing your ground there.
Man, that was. I don't want it to go forward.
It was a hip check, but it was the fact that it was right there at the line.
I want to play it from this angle. So you see the 13 dive below. That angle
10 just veers left.
Yeah, when you slow it down, yeah.
That angle doesn't.
I mean, there's leaning on. Which I thought. I'll be honest. In full time, I thought he leaned on him, but
no.
That shows he. I mean, yeah. There's
he had that wheel cranked.
I stand corrected. I'm for standing your ground and leaning on the guy, but yeah, that was Sammy Smith aggressive.
I got the chat calling for a cockpit view. We're gonna take a look at this. I'm looking out the left window to see if I can see him. That was a hard cut left.
Oh
Did you
yeah.
guys see the same thing I did?
Oh yeah. He just veered left. And it's very possible Carl could have gotten the win had it not been for that. He was
Ah,
bringing some
man.
speed.
Let's talk to our winner here. Let's get his take on this. Patrick Connell. Controversial ending to that win. Highly controversial. I got the chat lighten up. It appears
what I do now.
It appears that as you come to the start finish line, about 100 yards out, you veer it hard left.
I wouldn't say hard, but you know, is that like you're not allowed to rough him up and for a win?
Well,
I didn't know how to wreck the guy, but I was like, I'm not gonna let him by.
No, take me through the finish. That's why I'm asking. It appears, so take me through it. Walk me through it.
I'm coming down the hill, getting pretty fast. I see a car coming up. And yeah, I see him coming up, so we kind of just cut inside. We kind of move down a little bit, see if he's gonna take the bait and like veer down and lose speed. But then he hits me, and I beat him by the line. I thought I lost, but then
it was close.
Like, nope, you got
I could.
I thought I lost, but he said 0.008 of a second. I was like, oh, there you go.
Yeah, it was close.
Rubbing his racing. I thought I didn't know I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, for the view that I've got on screen, I mean it's cutting hard left. I haven't looked at his from behind him.
Patrick, I love that the driver in you says, well, he hit me, because I know when we come to interview the 13, it's like it's going to be a whole different story. So,
well, he probably wouldn't have. There wouldn't have been contact if I didn't move down. I didn't have the intention like, oh, I'm gonna just wall the guy. But I was like, if he can get to my side, you know, he'll slow down a little bit. And
well, you know, you guys were moving so fast. I thought in real time you were just trying to door him. You know that we've all seen the Ricky Craven, Kurt Busch where they're dooring each other at Darlington. You know,
right?
But in real time, that's kind of what I thought I saw. So I'll let the chat be the jury on that one.
Judge, jury, and executioner here. Yeah. But I mean, overall, outside of that, the rest of the race, once we finally went green, I mean, obviously it stayed there.
Golly.
Was there anything with the setup as far as, you know, in the corners, were you doing anything different instead of obviously keeping it flat out? Because I don't think it would have held the way that it was going.
I mean, I personally didn't have any issues with the car. I thought it was a great setup. It wasn't scraping like the Gen 6 was.
Right.
We had a little a little bit of trouble there on the beginning, but you know, I thought once we got going, it was pretty fun, and just chasing the guy down. I mean, it was pretty fun. I mean, I was trying to save up my tires as much as possible, but just getting the run on the guys, felt like a movie, dude. You know, you're just getting these runs, passing guys, and then they'll passing you the next corner, and then you're passing them. It was pretty fun. I like this car a lot.
I was gonna say, it looked like good was kind of flip-flopping over each other, so it looked like it made for some good racing there. So,
it was fun.
Well,
I thought the finish was fun. I thought people were gonna like it, man. I didn't know that I did. I didn't know I'm getting hung tomorrow.
There goes the YouTube stream.
I don't think you're gonna get hung tomorrow. But
little Marty Robbins reference. Sorry.
Oh man. But overall, congrats on the win. I'm sure we'll see you here in just a few minutes over in FASCAR.
All right, it is a win, okay?
It's a win.
Oh yeah. Nobody's taking it away from you. It's just controversial. That's all.
Yeah. Yep. So
yeah, it seems to be my middle name here so far.
Well, I will. I'll let you get going. Like I said, I'm gonna get FASCAR rolling, and we'll get an interview with our second place driver. So good job.
I gotta say, bro, FASCAR is gonna be insane.
Oh, it's gonna be nuts. So,
all glory to Jesus. Thank you guys. It's always fun. 4 weeks in a row, baby. Let's go.
All right. Let's grab second place here.
Yeah.
Second place, Carl Graves. You almost had it.
Yeah,
We
it
definitely
was close. I think he still would have got me even if he wouldn't have veered. I think it would probably have been like a 10th or so.
Yeah, it was close, and it looks like he comes hard down on you. I mean, what's your take? You finished second. What's your take on it?
He did what he had to do to win.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
That's
okay
a
with
racer answer right there. I like
if
that.
second place is cool with it, I'm okay with it. But
Yeah, he earned it.
Well, good job on the second place tonight. You still got the I rating. You can join FASCAR if you want. Obviously, it's double limit, so anything goes. But good drive tonight. Congrats on that second, and maybe we'll see you here coming up in FASCAR.
Yeah, for sure.
All righty. Second place. All right, guys. So the FASCAR session should be live at this point. If guys want to start making their way that way, we'll get this off our screen. Quit this. We'll save that. God damn it! It was that. And we got Dennis Daly back.
So, race control has come to the conclusion that because this is a higher skill set of drivers, anyone that causes a caution on a restart will be given an EOL.
All right, that's fair. The one thing that I did not do tonight because of the way that the car is set, there's not a restart zone, so hopefully we can stretch this out a little bit.
Okay, I can do that. I can let them know.
Let them know there's not a restart zone, but they still are expected to hit the start line in close to the same lane that they start in, please.
Also
just so
communicate the new rule about EOLs.
Yeah, make sure you guys communicate that. So, man, we got a field already. Holy shit. That's what I get for doing interviews and starting this thing early, but all right. Well, that's the view from race control. Anything else that I need to know after that?
No.
Okay.
Just after they got going, it was fine.
All right.
Because, I mean, after the first two cautions, we didn't have one the rest of the time, so.
Right. So.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. The only cautions we had were at the starts.
I would also make it known, and I'll say this on stream as well, I would make it known that it is race control's discretion as to who caused that wreck. So.
Yep.
But with this car being fast and doing what it's doing tonight, I leave it to your guys' hands. So.
Yay.
That's where I'm at with it. All right, I got to get some cameras set up. We're just going to pick on Mr. Spicer here for a few minutes while I work on the cameras. So, Kale, if you're watching, keep spinning laps.
Eric Cap has been hotel paint scheme.
I was told to check out the 9 car tonight. So if you see Phil Connor on track, you let me know.
He's on track.
Okay.
He is on track right now.
I will find Phil in just a second as soon as I get done with Kale here, so that way I can get these cameras set.
You're going to laugh your ass off at what his paint scheme is, because I know the reference.
I think I know what's going on, but oh boy. I think that's all of our cameras here, which is cool. All right, we're gonna find the number 9. I'm gonna regret looking at this damn car. I already know this.
Nah, it's funny.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to explain this. Hold on a second. Number 9, you gotta be kidding me. So Phil here put tater tots and wiggle worms on his car. Mother of fuck. I'm also being told to look at the 18.
Gabriel Griffin.
Hold on.
He's
Mr.
got
Phil,
a
nothing
Playgirl
to say to
magazine.
yourself about yourself?
Yeah, I was going to
here?
say, don't look at the hood too long.
I am so glad the chat could not hear this. Okay, now I
can't
gotta
even
look
hear
at
it.
Oh my god. So this is the Gabriel Griffin paint scheme for the night. That's Denny Hamlin with a hose. I don't know where they found this photo, but it's quite disturbing. It is so disturbing, bud. Oh my god. That
Robin says that is pushing it.
Let's grab Ray's really quick. Where is he?
Says he's on pit lane.
Yep. Yeah, we got Ray's paint job. You may have seen it in a DLB TV broadcast as Ray runs in the DLB series. Oh my god.
Why does it have eyes and lips?
That is kind of funny. I like that. I like that.
It's unique.
Oh my god. All right. We're going to go ahead and turn that back
King
down.
says he didn't join this to see Playboy.
King, man, I don't make up the rules. These guys, they show up with their paint schemes, acting all funny and stuff, and then it goes to hell in a handbasket. So, oh my god, this is way
I may
too
have
funny.
some dumb paint schemes, but at least they're not too risque for broadcast.
Right? Good god.
Oh, somebody just died on the backstretch.
That's the 27 of Jacob Ritchie. Now, I will say, Cale Spicer's in here. Cale's almost won a couple of moon car races and hasn't gotten promoted to main yet. So I look for him to be a force to be reckoned with. I'm told to Aaron says check out the 73 car. I already did check out the 73 car. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Denny LeBlanc.
The breast cancer awareness card.
Ran in the previous one.
Yep, we saw that in the previous one. So,
Which that is a very nice paint scheme.
yep, I do like it. I can respect that. We'll show the tower for right now. So these guys got about 20 minutes left before we get this shit show that is FASCAR underway. All of these guys will have to qualify if we get 43 cars, so that'll be a thing.
Oh, Lord.
Like I mentioned at the top of the hour, or the top of the broadcast, you know, after the events that happened the other night, last Sunday, we decided to get rid of a few drivers that decided to show up and ruin the fun. So note to self, if you show up and you ruin my race, I will make it to where you can never come back. And that is a promise. You know, we're all here to have fun. We're here to have a good time. But we're not here to wreck the shit out of the field. So, PSA for the night.
We like to have fun, but we still treat it sort of like a real race.
Yeah, exactly. We got Dennis Daly out there in the old Choose car. I think I don't know if my wife is out there in the Choose car or not. I don't. TV2. There we go.
She is not on track.
Savage says Ray's paint jobs are the best. Apparently somebody got annihilated on the front stretch. Dear, I can get... Actually, you have access to it if you go to the FASCAR section. There's a Choose car paint. Just change your paint. Oh my god!
Ray just died.
Yep,
I think that was Ray.
just went flipping.
He turned into a blender. Oh, and somebody else is dying.
Oh my
That was the
God.
99.
Who was in the night? That's got to be Justin Bell.
He hit the choose car.
Oh my God. I'm looking. Yeah, it's Justin Bell in the 99. We'll get our track map up here for just a few minutes.
Robin says it's too late for choose car. So I guess she's going to be racing.
Oh boy. Oh, no, I don't want to jump to race control. I want to come back to the broadcast booth so I can see it. We have Dennis and Nick in the choose cars. Okay, okay. She might just be helping with race control as well, because we're trying to keep it to where there's 4 people in race control at all times. Just so that way it's a little bit easier to get things done. JD doesn't have to focus on anything. And if JD's computer totally shits out after we spent... Guys, I spent 2 days fixing McKaylee's computer. I kid you not. I threw the kitchen sink and, you know, my stepkid at it almost to fix it all. We got JD working. It's not the greatest, but hey, at least he can be here tonight. He can have some fun. But for the foreseeable future, I don't think JD's going to be streaming just because it's going to tax the machine too much. So...
I think it's time to start a GoFundMe.
I said something about that. He's like, absolutely not. Do not do that. So that
sounds like a very JD McKaylee answer.
Right, right. So, but, oh man.
Oh, and they're dying again, going into 3.
Kale's dead. The choose car's dead. The 24 car's dead. Oh, that's turnip of the 24. We don't care.
Well, you might say that the choose car chose poorly.
Oh my God. Aaron, to answer your question, it was mid-spec when he bought it in 2021. And I think with the way that he's been trying to push it and everything, I think it finally said no mas. So.
Yeah, and it weirdly went out mid-stream on Friday.
Well, I think what it is I think he was pushing it hard enough, and if there was some power fluctuation, anything, I think it may have just taxed it enough to go, nope, and it just rebooted and did a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But the thing that totally fixed it was we wound up doing an uninstall, reinstall of iRacing, and it finally made things go a little bit better. Oh, you guys want to see that gyro cam? Check this shit out.
Yeah, with how steep these corners are.
That's in a terrible spot. So let's do this, and then we'll zoom it out a little bit, and then drop it down some, and then twist it up. There's your gyro cam. I don't like the fact that the bar's in the way, though. It's really quite annoying. Let's move it over a little bit more. Yeah, now you can really see this car twist. But, Marcus, we know JD's drive is working fine. It was particularly with iRacing because he could play all sorts of other games, which kind of got us to the point of, okay, what's causing this issue? Like something's not adding up. So
also, you mentioned power fluctuation. I would suggest people use a UPS for their computers because a power surge can fry any part of your computer without even damaging the rest of it.
That's why I go with a good quality. Like I actually use a rack power distribution unit, which doubles as a surge protector from Triplite. They're a little expensive, but you can't put a price on peace of mind. So.
Oh, absolutely. And I've got APC UPSs attached to damn near everything in my house.
Yeah, well, and here's a fun fact, and a lot of people don't know this. The more you spend on a UPS battery, the more they cover if it shorts out within the lifespan of that battery. So if you get like a 1500 watt, they'll usually cover up to $2,000, I think. So
Something
if it
like
shorts and it takes the computer out, they will actually cover it as long as you have the receipt and everything. But make sure you get them from like Cyber Power, Trip Light, UPC, places like that. Don't go with a cheap one.
Yeah, I've got APC, and it's actually got replaceable batteries.
Yeah, I have a rack one that you can do that with. So I need to actually get it installed in the rack, but you know, that's a major thing that I could do. Because then my internet would actually stay up probably for about 4 hours before the battery died. Because it's actually meant to power servers and stuff for at least 30 minutes while you shut servers down and whatnot.
Right.
Oh man, we're gonna have a full field tonight. Big crowd. We got 38 cars, take out 2 that are choose cars, so we got 36.
Is Robin actually racing?
She signed up.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, because she is actually an entry, so
Yeah.
I wonder if she is going to be racing.
We'll see. We got about
Well, you know what the back of her car says, Robin is racing.
That is true. Oh man, I think that was Don Snutch into the wall hard, and he is
That was
tumbling.
the 19 and the 23.
Yep, that was Don and RJ
And
Hurst.
RJ.
Ron is talking about the free pizza.
Ron, I told you no pizza and no ice cream.
Jim, no Temu UPS. No Temu
God,
UPS. Don't go down that road. Don't do that to yourself. So
spend the money on a good quality UPS because you do not want to risk damage to your hardware nor a fire.
Yeah, speaking of GoFundMe, we might have to GoFundMe a pizza to Ron at some point.
I think that's gonna happen. I might know how to get it, and I might know where to get it from. Tyler, I appreciate it. I will get you accepted in. The more people, and I've got to, because Tyler just reminded me about this. The more people I get into the league, guys, the more the races are going to be a lot better off because I can control a few things a little bit better. So if you're in here and you're racing and you want to be in for, you know, the long haul, please head over to the Discord, get signed up in the Discord, and I will get you either an invite to the league or however we're going to do that. The league information is also in the Discord, so please head over there and get all that taken care of, because I want to get this league off the ground, especially after last weekend's events.
Oh yeah. And Aaron, you don't really need a UPS that can last an hour. You just need 5 to 10 minutes to be able to shut things down.
Yeah. The big thing is just making sure that you have enough wattage for it, right? You don't need to spend a boatload of money, but a good quality UPS is going to do the trick. So.
Yep. I think we have like 6 or 7 in our house right now. Actually, we have 8. I just counted.
Oh. Robin's doing her clerical duties. I can hear it already. Oh, man.
Okay, Mike.
Here, what did Mike say? Sorry, I looked away. Mother of God! I look away for 2 minutes and I leave a McKaylee alone in the chat, and this is what I come back to.
That's why I didn't repeat it.
Oh, man.
Moore is curious about the event for next week. He says he's about to hop off.
Yes, sorry. I meant to announce this because I said I would announce it in between races. the race for next week, it will be Pro 4s at Cedar Lake. So we're on dirt, but if a truck that most people are Pro 2 lights. Pro 2 lights, not Pro 4s. I forgot we had this whole conversation and Derek suggested the Pro 2 lights.
That's
so it's
the free one, right?
It's a free car. You might have to buy the track. We've got a setup for it. It should be a good time, and I'm debating on if I want to use the pits as a as like a Joker lap kind of thing. You got to take it at least once. We're gonna have heats. We'll pare it down to 20 cars, so it won't be super crazy. We'll do the same thing for SLOCAR as well as FASCAR, and that'll be the whole night for next week before we head off to Atlanta. Not old, super speedway version. So
pseudo super speedway.
Yep. We're gonna kind of we're gonna shorten some things up. You know, I think it'll give these guys a good change pace, especially after being here. So, and I think when we go to Atlanta, we're gonna start with the Gen 6 and work our way the other way. So we're gonna go from cars that handle great and start loosening them up, and we'll end with the 87s. Tom brought me that idea a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's a great way for the guys to get used to the track, and then we start taking away downforce. So
we're starting with a car that's notorious for netcode.
Well, I mean, we might use the ARCA car. I'm not 100% sure, you know, which version we're going to use. I'm paying attention to the ARCA car closely because I'd like to use that more so than the Gen 6. Which also, if somebody has an interest in pushing the Gen 6 car forward, Zach Korn has a petition he's working on to send to iRacing to hopefully get them to update it.
And that is in the server.
I know there's a lot of love for it. You know, the car is fun. We just got to get them to update it. So.
Yeah, because it's not legacy. They still charge full price. So the fact that they're not updating it is kind of an insult.
Right. You know, it's a fun car. It really is. It just sucks that they're not doing anything with it. And the net code's bad, and it's just leaves a lot to be desired. Because I think next to the 87, I think the Gen 6 is one of the funnest cars to drive in the service. Flat out.
Oh, absolutely. I love the Gen 6. They just have to fix that net code.
Yeah. Yep. So, you know, I think this is
the thing. The ARCA car is basically a Gen 6 with a little less power.
Right. Oh man, there was some net code going down into the corner there. Holy cow. Tyler, Zach Korn over in ICW, and the ICW Discord link should be either on Korn's channel on YouTube. At least I think the link's still over there, which still works. He's got a Gen 6 petition. I'll see if I can't have him put it into my Discord as well. So,
and it is for the current Gen 6 and not the legacy.
Right, correct. So, I just hope they don't send that car legacy, because to me, it's too soon.
Yeah, and it's a great car. It still races great.
Yeah. Yep.
Although I do kind of fear they may make it legacy once they get the bugs ironed out of the ARCA car.
They might. I'm not sure. But all right.
And I'm still annoyed at them doing the lockdown on the paint.
Yeah, I can understand that. But we got about 5 minutes here. I'm gonna go use the restroom, grab a drink, and then hopefully get this party started. So I will be back in just a minute.
Oh, and somebody just died on the front stretch. I think that was Daniel Shaver. He in here? I don't see him in here, so I'm not sure who that was. That was Don Snutch that died on the front stretch. Hail Satan car? Which car is that, MC?
That's Eric's.
All right. What's up?
Yep. They said something about a Hail Satan car. Oh, it's Eric Dillingham.
That I am not surprised by. Where is he?
Number 666.
We'll go pick out Eric's. Oh my God. Yeah, that's definitely a Hail Satan car. He really went there. All right.
Aaron, that's not what freedom of speech is, just saying.
I'll let him race it. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either. I'm just saying that, you know, people throw around the whole freedom of speech. That's not what it means. Oh, and Koba just doored the shit out of somebody into the wall.
There's like 3 of them pushing through the corner, so I'm not surprised. Man, we got a range of iRating in here tonight. I don't even know what the SOF is. I wish it would give me a list.
Do we know what the highest iRating is?
Probably Kale with a 7,000, but I'm looking through the list.
And somebody's going tumbling on the backstretch.
Oh my God! That was definitely Gabriel.
Guess he better change his name to Gabriel Liftoff.
Man, a lot of these guys pushing up into the corner.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go hang in the driver's chat so I can
buddy.
do a little bit more on my awareness. But y'all have a good one.
All right, bud. We'll catch you later. Maybe you can win tonight.
I'm gonna try.
All right, man. Later.
Oh, this is gonna get stupid real fast.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. 8, 39, 40, 41. We got 42 cars right now, minus the choose cars. That puts us at 40. And if Robin's not racing, that puts us at 39. So, like I said, I know she had planned on doing. Oh God, there is death. Tom just got body slammed with Kale.
Don hit the apron and just went up into everyone.
Oh God. It's easy to do here, though. I mean, we saw it. We've seen it every week. You have to be careful of that drop in the apron. You're actually better off entering
why they designed it that way.
Well, you got to remember it was designed with the old cars, and the way that Tom explained it to me, like with the old trucks, it was designed so it would actually throw the car down. Well, now the physics have changed, and the tracks never changed along with it. So, Mike, I got to ask, since you're in the chat, what do you think of the Yankees' new bats? Good or bad?
New bat?
Oh, dude, they look like somebody stuck something in the middle of the bat face and swelled it.
Okay.
I'm being told to look at the 24 car spinning down pit road here just a little bit ago. Oh, I think we're into qualifying. Yep, we're into qualifying. So that may have to wait. All right, so we'll set this to most exciting for a minute here, and we'll go TV2. Nobody's out on track. Isn't it? Okay, we got at least one person qualifying. Cool. So shit's not broke. We're gonna go ahead and get the race info up here in just 1 second because I suck and forgot to change a couple of things. Oop, not 400. Okay, so race info for tonight. 40 laps, 1 fast repair, unlimited tire and fuels. Beef is not allowed still, just like in SLOCAR. We're also sitting at about 70 degrees on track temp, which is going to make our 70 degrees air temp, which is going to make our track temp at about 106. I expect these guys to get loose on starts and all of that stuff. So be prepared for all of that coming forward here in just a minute. But these guys got about 5 minutes to put in a qualifying lap, and then we will get things rolling. Mike says that the bats are perfectly legal. Gary, we are in the qualifying session right now, and we're very close to have everybody qualify. So if you're in, I would, or if you're not in, get in and get a qualifying lap in as quick as you can. So.
Yeah, we still got people joining during qualifying, so you better qualify if you want to make the race. You better get your
qualify in. So far we've got Will Witt sitting on top of the pole.
Barely. Look at Ben Neal's time compared to him.
Yeah, they're very, very close. And we're going to hope that my computer hangs on and doesn't blink like crazy with a full field. So,
Corn, how did you forget? It's every Sunday at 7 o'clock.
Well, we were a little behind tonight, but...
Well, yes, but still.
Hi, Corn. Kale Spicer to the top of the board now. Actually, a few guys jumped right up there. We got Spicer, Davidson, Fleckenstein at the top of the board. Patrick Connell in second. Maybe he learned something from SLOCAR that he's not telling everybody about.
Robin hasn't qualified yet, but that doesn't mean she isn't racing.
Well, I see Dennis, Nick, Robin all at the bottom of the field, so we'll see. We've got guys qualing right now, so we'll finish getting laps in, but I don't know why this is not. There we go. We'll go ahead and put that up for a little bit so that way people can see who we're looking at here. I already saw Corn. I get that you're busy. Things happen. So.
Gary connected and then disconnected.
That's weird. Plus he's having some computer issues, technical difficulties. That sort of thing. My God, this
Currently
thing...
have 44 signed up.
Okay.
So that means we either got 41 or 42 drivers.
Yeah, I don't see Robin qualifying, so I'm guessing she didn't think to join as watch. So
very possible. Oh, we had another joiner.
Yep, we'll see. I mean, if it's a super late joiner, I'm not too worried about it. The whole idea, though, is to kind of pare down the field a little bit so that way we don't have major issues.
Yep.
Because technical difficulties suck. Yeah, we've got 43 on the dot. All right, let's get we'll get the grid up here. I'm gonna try to go through this as fast as I can so that way we can get it done before we get to the start. We got Kale Spicer putting it on the pole. Marty Shamela gonna be to that outside. Let me get this off screen. Justin Burns third, Patrick Connell in fourth, Zach Davidson, Kevin Hayes in the next row, Damian Conrad and Keegan Fleckenstein in the row behind them. Will Witt, Denny LeBlanc in the next row, Derek Sivers, Ben Neal following in the following row. Good God, if I could talk. RJ Hurst, Tyler Nichols 13th to 14th. Don Snutch, Scott Thompson 15th, 16th. Justin Bell, Nate Bundy in 17th and 18th. Jacob Ritchie and Eric Cap, 19th and 20th. Tom Gom, Joe Sullivan, they find each other next to each other in 21st and 22nd. Kyle Canterbury, Sean Cameraman in 23rd and 24th. Aiden Haller, Mr. Mooncar Light winner in 25th with Eric. Oh, Uncle Eric starting behind him in 26th. William Stump and Ron St. Louis find themselves next to each other in 27th to 28th. Dustin Ray in 29th. Gabriel Griffin 30th. Joe Gooch and Ray Coyle 31st, 32nd. Rick Evans and Phil Connor going to be in the 33rd, 34th positions. Cody Giles and Andy Jones in 35th and 36th. And rounding out the rest of the field, we got Mr. Kovalenko going to start 37th. Tyler Miskey is going to actually start 38th. Brian Anderson going to start 39th. Gary Freeman in 40th. Trevor Arush in 41st. And Carl Graves in 42nd. So that is your field for the night. We will get the ticker up on screen. Front row Joe ain't front row Joe tonight, Joe. What happened?
This is going to be a good test of that core parking thing.
Yep. I'm actually hoping that really works, which I should get that up on screen because I want to look at that really quick. I did some adjustments. The cores are working exactly how I hoped. I don't have any of my cores maxed the ever living F out, so that's good. Means it's working the way that I want. You're always around, Gom. Oh man. All right, we're gonna focus on our leader here. Oh, good God, as I get the hiccups. All right, so tonight we did a little different. Obviously, I talked about that at the end of SLOCAR. We kind of abolished the restart zone for tonight just with the way that the cars are. Hopefully these guys can spread out a little bit, not have too many weirdness things on the restarts. They still are not allowed to change lanes as best they can, especially with this power before we cross the line. But we're, in the words of Mills Lane, let's get it on.
God, how many people are going to get that reference?
It all depends. Did you watch boxing or did you watch Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yeah, Celebrity Deathmatch.
I watched a lot of boxing as a kid, so all right. So we're down into 3. Kale Spicer's going to bring us to the start of this show here. I've seen him start on the front row of a lot of these chaos type races. Let's see if we can get it done tonight.
I'm watching a little further back just to see what happens in the back of the field.
Oh, the Best Buy car's already into the wall. Not sure what that was about. All right, we're off. And it looks like cleanly. A little wild in the back. Nothing too terrible. I think these guys will let it stretch out a little bit. We're going to put the track map up. Kale Spicer out to the lead. Justin Burns in second. Marty Shamela, Patrick Connell, third and fourth. And we're rolling, guys.
You got 3 wide in the back very briefly.
I saw that. 3 wide as we head down off into 3. Back down to 2. Burnsy on that high side. And as we noticed, netcode is going to be a problem here tonight. So, it's all where you put yourself and how well you're going to last. And this car just jumped. Ooh,
and they're dying hard in the
Holy
back.
shit. Was that Tom that flipped over the wall?
Yeah, he went into the pits the wrong way.
My God.
I got to go back and see what the hell happened.
Dan, remind me at the next caution. I will cover that announcement again. So. Patrick Connell, your winner, going to lead around through 3 and 4. His teammate, Marty Shamela, right behind him. Kevin Hayes going to slide into third after Damian slides up the track there. Not sure if he just got tight or what happened, but
So apparently Tom barely grazed the wall. Don Snutch got into him, and then that sent Tom down into Justin Bell, and yeah, there was a lot of death that followed.
At this speed, anything happens.
Oh yeah.
So
it was nasty.
So we got Connell, Shamela, Hayes, Burns, Fleckenstein, Witt, Spicer, Sivers, Neal, and Davidson, your top 10. Oh, we got a blown up car down on the shoulder. Man, it looks like the 4th of July in the corners. Yep. Definitely the 4th of July.
That or a fire in a fireworks facility.
Connell continues to lead. Burnsy trying to get it done around that high side. Man, they are door to door as they come through 1 and 2. Oh, net code bounce.
3 wide, 4 wide.
Oh, we're going to go 5.
Oh, still this is going to get stupid.
Well, you got I ain't kidding you. This whole front 5. I got a mid-pack 2K guy. I got 2 3Ks, a 5K, and a 7K all in the top 5.
Jeez.
And Patrick got shuffled to the back just like that.
3 wide into 1.
Leads. Oh, man. Well, do you think we should give these guys a crank it up section for a lap when they hit the line again?
If they survive.
If they survive. If we make it to the next line, we'll crank it up. They're 3 wide down the back, but I will give you guys this thing unadulterated for a full lap. We're going to... Oh, they're 4 wide. Kale's in the middle.
Oh, and they're dying. They're dying.
Oh, they're dying. Kale goes flying. Holy
He is grinding that wall like a skateboard.
I gotta find that. Kale just went flipping his ass off. Let me grab. All right, we'll go to a different lane here. Or different. My God, he's like a skateboard. And he lands it. He sticks the landing.
Yeah, he's still driving. With
very minimal damage. Just the back of that car bent up. That's wild. All right. Well, there's our first caution. So, Dan, the announcement that I was making is next week we will be doing a dirt track race, Pro 2 Lights at Cedar Lake. It's a dirt oval. I've got a setup built that's really nice. Tom Gom helped build it. Very forgiving, and it's fast. We may use the pit road as like a, oh, good Lord. We're going to use it as a joker lane, probably. We're going to actually send them through pit road, but we found very quickly that there's no traction. Because pit road is on the outside of 3 and 4, which would be totally fun. But as soon as you drive in, the front pushes and you just smash into the wall. So, but that's the announcement that I had. So that's the plan for that race next week. We might tweak the start time, so pay attention to the Discord. Just because I got to figure out how long it might take us. There will be cautions in the finals, but in the heat races there will not be, and we'll pare it down to 20 vehicles. Dig says he gives the chassis grind a 9.1. Would have been higher, but the wall dismount was a little sloppy. Oh, I love it.
You need to make a short out of that and use some Tony Hawk music.
Oh, man. And put something about, rate the dismount. Oh, shit. So I do believe Dennis is in place. I think we're choosing this time. Yep, he is parked down there.
I think Tom's the last one to get a lap back.
I do believe so. So Burnsy's going to be our control car. Looks like he's going to go high here. So
Yep.
Now let's just pray that
Oh,
my choose car doesn't get annihilated.
that was close.
Nice thing is we got 2 tonight, so if somebody hits it, you know. And it looks like everybody's gonna survive it, so. All right. Well, I think what we're gonna do once we get this thing started, we'll do a crank it up. We'll let it go for an entire lap and give my voice a break, and you guys can hear these things really scream. But like I said, we gotta make sure we at least make the start. Alrighty. Pace car's off. Again, there's not really a restart zone, but we want to kind of stretch it a little bit just so that way these guys can get going. Ooh, they're wiggling, but they're gonna get this thing off. So
Oh, they're dying in the back.
well, that's a great possibility. We're gonna go ahead and crank this thing up for just a minute here. Oh,
Nope, they're
my
dying.
God, no, we're not. Oh, there is death.
Oh,
I don't even know what started that, but I thought
it started around the 19.
I was gonna say I thought I saw Don Snutch in the wall.
Oh,
Back that up. We'll go TV1.
Tyler got a big boost on the outside and
Oh, it
ran
looks
into
like-
the 35 and 19.
Oh man, and then Tyler just turned into a damn pinball.
Yeah, he did.
Ron in it, but Ron's car looks fixed. I'm gonna have to look at that.
Oh my God. Tyler
Ron-
is doing a reverse spicy.
Ron's car is basically fixed. His whole front end blew off.
His rear's battered in though.
Shit, I think I'd fix it and save the fast repair.
I agree.
But that's me.
But
that
yeah,
was
take a look at
wild.
Tyler.
Where is Tyler? He's in a 42.
42.
Oh, Jesus.
Ron is pitting and somebody just wrecked going into the pits.
Tyler is walking.
Like I said, he's pulling a reverse spicy. I think that's a fast repair for Tyler.
Ron said his wheel's out about 180. Man, I think I'd still fix it. I'd save it. I really would.
He did not. He took the fast repair.
Yeah. Okay.
I just saw Tyler crab walk
Dude, Turnip
right
is
through him.
Turnip is staying out. He hasn't pitted the last 2 times.
Oh.
All right.
I
We
don't
got a
know
few-
why seeing a car going down the track at 45 degrees is so damn funny.
Because I think part of it is the fact, okay, you look at the next gen. The next gen can do it because it's got independent rear suspension. Why does it work with a solid axle car? It shouldn't.
Yeah.
It really shouldn't. You don't have control arms and stuff like that can bend, so it's definitely odd. So I think we're gonna do a short caution here. Yeah, it looks like Nick, or it looks like Dennis is in position. So we're gonna choose this time. So
And
again,
Justin
turn up.
will be the control car.
Yep, turn up the control car. Keegan's gonna start in the bottom lane, so your second place car starting underneath.
Skittles and Mountain Dew. There was a time in my life when I used to consume both of those products.
All right.
Aaron, that is for race control
That's-
to review and decide on.
Yeah, that's going to be a race control thing, which I cover with them after every race, guys. I'm not going to discuss it in stream chat. So Burnsy is going to be the control car. We'll get this thing started again. All right, we're off.
Yep, he is going.
It looks like we're going to have a decent start. Oh, they're wrecking in the back. Whoever it was actually did a good job, kept it up against the wall. All right.
Yep, I don't see any tire smoke.
Let's finally get this thing done. Let's get it turn it up going and let's do this. So Keegan Fleckenstein continues to be your leader. Kevin Hayes running in second. We got Justin Burns back to third. I just need to set this to focus on leader so I don't have to do it as much. Why did it go back to Kale? It dropped back to Kale. I don't know why.
Oh.
I see a Joe Gooch up there in like fifth.
And I see Damien coming through the field like a damn rocket.
Yeah, fresh tires.
Oh, 3 people hit the wall.
Yep, I'm surprised that Turnip's able to hang on because he hasn't put tires on. He didn't pit out of that field last time. So
3 wide.
Yep, I see Kova back there. He's running about 8th right now. Derek up there too, sitting at about 7th. Keegan continues to lead the way. Damien dropping it to the bottom, trying to get a run through. So that's going to put Damien up to 3rd. He's definitely working the runs down the back stretch. Or, well, down the back and front stretch. He'll all of a sudden
did tap that apron there, though.
Yeah, he'll all of a sudden just snap right out last second and use the run.
Yeah, he's good at the slingshot maneuver.
See, now he's under Kevin Hayes. I don't think he cleared Kevin, though, so they're going to be side by side on the backstretch while they try to chase Keegan here.
Yep, but they're both getting help from behind.
I was going to say, I also see Marty Shimano just
3
swinging
wide.
it out 3 wide as we go down into 3.
Oh!
And Damien's rear end just pops off. Miles of net code there.
Who was that just ended up in the wall? Was that Nate?
That, I think...
No, that was Kevin.
That was Kevin Hayes. And it was all net code between the 3. Because now Damien's rear end is back.
That's Marty Shamela in the lead now.
Yep, we got Marty to the lead, Derek right behind him. And then Joe Gooch sitting 3rd. They've shuffled Keegan out a little bit.
Kova coming up on the top side.
Yep, we got Kova sneaking into the picture. He's sitting in 5th. Marty going to leave the bottom open for a second, but he still covers Derek. Keegan coming back on the high lane.
Yeah, I think he was just avoiding that dip.
Oh, man, there's some wiggling going on. Holy shit. Joe Gooch got help from Damien on the low lane.
Yeah, that bottom line's moving now.
Man, they're slinging it into the corner.
Kova's been shuffled back out of the top 10, I believe.
I've got Kova sitting in 12th.
They are 3 wide.
Highest mover of the race, Joe Gooch sitting 28 positions up from where he started.
Damien making a move for the lead on the top side.
Oh, man, that's close
Not
with all the net code. Turnip's going to get... Oh, and they save it. No, Jesus.
That is some hard hit.
Was that Derek?
I see 4 people flipping.
Wrong yellow.
Oh, my God.
Wrong yellow. God dang it. Scroll up. Where is it? Are we still green?
No, we are under caution.
Okay, where did my caution fly at? I got to find Derek flipping his ass off.
It was right before they went to lap 17.
Yeah, it's the way that it pours everything in. It does it so damn fast. Okay, so there's the yellow. Man, that Derek went fucking airborne here.
There was 4 of them.
Oh, Keegan hit the apron and it shot.
Yep.
God damn, that happened so fast. That was wild.
I don't know who the other flippers were, but yeah, that was brutal to watch.
So we'll play at quarter speed. He wound up getting turnip loose, and I think he tries to get off of him, but it points the nose down. And when it does, he clips the apron and the car just shoots up, and Derek's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, I think he was probably trying to correct, and it just overcorrected as soon as he hit that embankment.
Yep. So then Derek's flipping through the air here. Looks like Kova was in that. Don Snutch goes flipping through the air off the right side of the screen.
Yeah, Kova got rear-ended by Snutch.
Yeah, there's
Kova ended up flipping as well.
Dude, Tyler is skipping across the fucking pavement like a rock.
Jeez, those were some really hard impact.
All right, well.
Marty Shimela in the pits, Kayla in the pits. That puts Justin in the lead again.
Yeah, Turnip's still out.
He's probably waiting for the long caution.
This has been definitely a wild night of racing for sure. And it looks like we're choosing this time from what Dennis is saying and I'm hearing in my ears.
Yep.
So Turnip gonna go to the high side, Marty to the bottom. So we're still a little shy of that full length caution. Got a good group of guys still on pit road.
I just wonder if he's going to be able to hang on with those old tires.
I mean, it depends on how he's driving. I don't really see him driving it crazy, but he did get loose. So we will have a full caution, Nicole, probably next time by. So we're just a little shy of that halfway point.
Also going to point out nobody has spun on the starts so far, so I think they're handling both the throttle and gearing well.
Yeah, I expect to see this go a little bit longer because we do have a lighter group of guys here.
And they're off. Oh,
Marty getting a damn good jump.
Yeah, either Marty jumped it or Justin just
I think he
did
spun.
not go.
I think he spun. We'll see what race control says, but I think Turnip spun on that restart. I think that's why he was hoping to see a full caution there, because then he'd take tires and probably be good to the end. That's going to Damien up to the lead with Cale Spicer in tow. It almost looked like Damien was jumping out of the corner like he was in a damn trophy truck.
I swear they're going 4 wide in the back.
I wouldn't be surprised, although they're pretty stretched out right now. So, Damien going to continue to lead. Marty Shimela in second. Justin Burns hanging on to third place. Cale Spicer getting shuffled back a little bit. I see Scott Thompson creeping in there. He's up to fourth.
Oh, who's this red rocket coming up?
Ron St. Louis is coming through the field. Look out.
And look who's right behind him.
It looked like RJ hanging right with him.
Yep, the Pizza Planet boys.
The one thing that I'm disappointed we ain't seen yet is the 9 car. Phil's hanging back in 19th.
Ooh, who's going to have it at the line?
Look like Damien got it again.
Barely.
He's going to cover the high lane, get his arc
in. Wide.
Ooh, Ron's shoving up the track just a little bit.
Keep her together, Ron.
That thing looked like it was tighter than a tick on an elephant's ass.
Yeah, it just pushed.
Scott
and we have
Thompson
the
to
third
the
Pizza
lead.
Planet car.
Oh God, we got 3 Pizza Planet cars in the group.
Yes, we do.
Derek, I can't blame you, man. You went flying. Who's gonna get it at the line? It's gonna be Marty at the line this time.
Yep, Scott did not have any help there.
Nope. The help went away very quickly. Marty leads off the corner, but it looks like Damien's going to get a run on him down the backstretch. Who's Scott going to go with? It looks like he's going to start to pick up Damien here. Going to put Damien
and RJ's
back.
going with him.
Damien back to the lead.
Ooh.
No. Ooh, man. Scott and Marty, I think, touched on entry there.
They got damn close, that's for sure.
Right? Oh, Scott hard to the wall. Kale Spicer coming back up through the group. Lap car stays to the high side. Damien clears him along with the rest of the group.
They are 3 wide.
Ron hanging on that bottom lane, trying to get something going in that car. Zach Davidson up into the mix.
Yeah, I was starting to wonder who that was because that was a car I didn't recognize.
Yeah, we got some new faces showing up. Damien continues to cover the bottom. So it's Damien, Scott Thompson, Zach Davidson, Ron St. Louis, Marty Shimeli, your top 5 as Marty and Ron flip-flop positions here.
Who's got it this time?
Scott Thompson that time. Good God, these guys are putting on a show. Ooh, Ron up the track a little bit. He's trying to bring it back down.
That's weird. My telemetry is saying that Damien had it.
I had Scott. I don't know. It might have been that close. Damien going to cover Marty. Marty going to have to go back to the middle. So that's going to put Scott Thompson to the lead. Marty back to the lead.
Marty Mela to the lead.
Jesus. This is getting...
spinning in the back. Oh, I think that was Ron.
Nope. I got Aiden Haller. Well, Ron's 19th. He's got to be right at the back of this pack. I don't have Ron on pit road. Where'd the caution come from?
It was one of the Pizza Planet cars, I swear. It was Ron. RJ got into Ron.
Oh, they were trying to push each other too much?
No, they were side by side, and it was actually net code.
So we need to look at Ron.
Oh, his engine blew. He's out of the race. Damn.
Oh, that sucks. That was a mile of fucking net code, too.
Yeah, and where he'd already used his fast repair on that earlier incident, he had nothing he could do.
Oh, man, Ron. You were doing damn good, too. You guys were putting on a show. Why did my ship break? There we go.
Well,
God, that was...
let's see if one of the other Pizza Planet boys can take this race.
I think that's the reason, because Ron asked if I was surprised. I think that's half the reason I don't want to bring FASCAR back here, is the amount of net code at iRacing Super Speedway.
Yeah, plus these cars.
Yeah, but at least they update them because of the fact that they use them in Draft Masters.
Yeah, but they still have net code issues more than most cars do.
True. I don't even know how many cars we're going to have left. We got a lot of guys pitting. Burns on pit road this time. So I'm sure his car was probably screaming for some tires. We got 15 laps to go. Are we doing a short caution? Are we doing a long caution? You hear?
Long one this time.
Okay. So we got a normal caution.
Because we're past the halfway point.
I didn't know if Dennis had said yes or no on that. So.
Well, the lights are still on the pace car.
Yep, I was gonna say we're still 2 to go. So. And Dennis is off the racing surface. I'm gonna step away for just a minute here.
What is Damien doing?
All right. So we got about another lap of caution here. Just let a few guys get back on the lead lap. A few guys are still pitting, not pitting. Ugh. Ron, I think in this one, I'd almost take the no pushing help early on. At least in that way, maybe you can float to the back kind of a deal. But, man, the way everybody was kind of dogfighting over every position in the front, I kept wondering if netcode was going to happen and cause the issue. But, all right, so we are going to choose this time. So Marty's going to lead us to green. And when we go green, we'll have 13 laps left in this thing.
Marty low.
Yep. Damien to the high side.
Let's see if Dennis survives.
It looks like he's gonna.
Yep. Nobody hit him.
Willie B, long time no see, man. All right. Pace car is going to duck off. Marty's going to lead this thing to the start.
Looked like the pace car was drifting into the pits.
That's what I was thinking too.
And they're off.
And we're off clean.
Marty getting a hell of a jump there.
Yeah, Marty getting a good drive off the start. Damien dropping in behind him. He's trying to break that draft. See if he can hold
that
on.
Or just avoid the bump.
Yeah, that too. Well, that's been good, Will. I think if Damien and Marty can hook up, they can check out.
If they can do it quick, because Scott is right on him. He's got the whole field with him.
Well, if they can stay, like I said, if they can stay lined up. Oh, Damien giving him a shove into the corner. Marty going to drift high. And they are dicing back and forth.
Marty comes back like, I didn't much appreciate that, sir.
He's going to go to the bottom.
Uh-oh,
Kevin Hayes is going to go up the middle. Hayes makes it through.
Hayes to the lead.
Kevin Hayes, your new leader.
But can he hold on to it? Ooh,
Damien looking to the high side. Oh, they're touching.
That's not a good idea.
Still 3 wide as we head down into 3.
Damien put it where it didn't fit, but it worked out this time.
Kevin's still holding 3 wide. Kale Spicer coming into this chat.
Damien's going to lead this one.
Yep, I think Damien's got that one. Kevin's got Kale pushing the absolute shit out of him. And Burnsy, the silent assassin, creeps into second. Wow.
He's got them new tires. He is pushing it. Oh, he hit the wall there.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't get too close to the wall because then all of a sudden the damn net code kicks in again. Kevin back underneath him. Damien still leads. So it's Damien,
Hayes and
Kevin,
Spicer
Spicer, and Burnsy in third.
Hayes is going for it. Oh, I think he barely took it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yep. Hayes
so
led
Kevin's
that
gonna
one.
lead down into the corner.
6 in the wall.
Oh,
and he's spinning.
He caught it. He caught it.
Ooh.
That was sketchy. Still
and he's spinning again.
Still green.
Yeah, he's in the back of the field now. I have
Kale's
no idea
gonna
how many
dive it
cars
off
that
to the
took out.
bottom. That's gonna put Kale to the front. 10 laps to go,
Yep.
9 at the line.
Hale's got right side damage though, so that might slow him down.
It might actually give him just enough downforce to make the car stick. It's a drag race night right now. Kevin Hayes back to
Hayes
the
holding on
lead.
to it.
Kale trying to arc it through the corner, get the best drive he can out. Could you
The
imagine
Sharks
if we
are on
had,
the move.
Could you imagine if we had NASCAR racing like this these days? Unrestricted.
Oh.
Holy shit, there's 3 wide. It looked like they were going to wreck into each other because I seen Damien dive it for the bottom like crazy. If he can hook
I
up
thought
with
Turnip
Hayes,
was about to end up in the wall.
I think they could check out.
Are they 5 wide?
5 wide! 5 fucking wide as we head down into 2 or down into 1.
Oh my God.
I love that line. It's great. We're still green. Nice little gap there between first, second, third. But they're going to pack back up here in a second. They're going to freight train Hayes unless he can get to the bottom before the corner. But he already knew it was coming.
Nope.
Block into the bottom.
the
Aiden
nose.
Haller on the gas. 3
Ooh, he
wide.
hit the apron. That was sketchy.
Dude, he let it mail it in there.
And Aiden has the line with him.
Who's lead? Damien's got the lead right now. He's going to get at the line. Now Keegan Fleckenstein to the lead. He's got Keel
Oh my
Spicer pushing.
4 wide into 2.
4 wide. Kale up into Damien. Oh,
and
shit.
they're dying.
And they wreck.
Oh,
Kale
that's a
goes
field
flipping.
killer. Somebody just went in the infield.
Holy shit. We got to look at that.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay, there's the yellow flag. Oh man, we're gonna watch this from here. So they're 4 wide at this point. They're gonna touch.
Yeah.
They touch. Kale goes for a ride. Aiden goes for a ride. I think the only person that made it out was Marty and Keegan.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Gabriel went flip into the infield. We're gonna back that up. Oh God, yeah, that was Gabe. We'll back this up and see what happened to him. Where's the 18? He's good until Damien hits him, and then
Gary just spun under caution.
my God. Gabe landed back on all fours, but man, that car is like a rolling dumpster fire.
Yeah, Kevin says he's staying here in protest.
I'm staying here in protest. So we now apparently have a junkyard on the back stretch.
That was a hell of a field wrecker.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. Oh my God. Holy shit, these boys were driving. We got everybody coming down pit road, it looks like. Let's see how many of these guys can hit their pit box and get the hell out of here. Oh man. Actually, the 20 of Dustin Ray stayed out.
Yep.
So him and RJ Hurst are going to be at the front. This will be a short caution. We have 5 to go. We'll come to the green flag with 4 to go. So we're not in overtime yet. Oh, Kevin, wait until you go back and see that one. Holy shit. That was wild. We can see our junkyard car as we pass by it and these guys choose. We salute you, Kevin Hayes. You died with a just cause.
And that cause was entertainment.
Yep.
Is there only one of the Pizza Planet boys still in this?
I got RJ. Who else was in a Pizza Planet car?
Oh, Nate. He is back about mid-pack.
Yep, Nate's in 17th. So 2 out of the 3 Pizza Planet cars still in the game.
Dustin Ray going to start on the outside, RJ Hurst on the inside.
Yep. And again, the 20 car is the control car, so it goes off of when he fires.
Also, just going to point out, Gabriel Griffin went into the infield. He is starting 4th.
He actually landed back on the backstretch. I have no idea how he wound up back on the backstretch, but all right, we're off.
Yep.
We're gonna get this thing started again.
Oh, Keegan putting it up the inside real fast.
Wow. I mean, he waited until he was across the line. So, I mean, it's fair. Phil says they smushed his tater tots.
What about your wiggly worms? There is no start zone in this race. It's just whenever the pace car's off, they can go.
For this one, we eliminated the start zone just due to the fact of how this car restarts.
Yep. And as long as you don't pass before the start-finish line, it's valid. Dustin Ray to the lead.
Yep.
4 wide behind him.
Gooch is coming like hell.
Oh, that was close. Keegan almost got turned.
Gooch is right there too. Could Gooch get a win tonight?
Could the newcomer Zach Davidson get the win?
Man,
he's
we got
charging.
Marty Shamela back to the lead. Oh, they're getting tight. 4 wide, back down to 3. Gooch still holds that bottom. I think Gooch could pull this thing off. Man, it's anybody's race. 3 to go. We got 2 to go at the line.
Marty, Keegan, and Zach are the top 3. Oh shit!
Not Marty. That was Keegan into the wall hard.
Yep, he turned himself on Zach's nose. Oh, they are dying behind him.
2 to go. Marty continues to lead. The race controls left it green.
All right. Spicer to the outside.
I see Gooch looking to go low on Marty, but I think he's going to wait. Kale to the lead. 3 wide behind him. We make it to the line. This thing's going to go official. They're turning. The 20 car flipping. This thing's going official, guys.
All right. We're going to see how this... Oh, God, they're about to die again.
Gooch got doored. He hangs on to it.
Spicer and Shamela are running away with it right now.
Well, they're all
another person goes flipping.
Tom just flipped.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a solid red car. That's got to be Tom.
I don't even know what happened there.
I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at it. Joseph Sullivan in 3rd right now.
Oh, we got Marty trying to come back on Kale. Be ready for anything here. Marty with a run. Does he get it at the line?
Spicer wins.
Damn, that's close.
1/100th of a second.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna go back and see what happened to Tom.
Do I have a photo finish line? I don't. We're gonna have to go back and look at that. God dang. Let's roll that back. We're gonna take this back.
There was net code between Tom and Sean Cameraman, or between Tom and Sean Cameraman. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna roll this back until we get to the line here.
Damn, that was close.
I don't think it gets much closer than this. We're gonna rear chase Kale for just a second here.
The spotter camera is really good for it.
Let's go one more click. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the line right there. He beats him by a half a fender. Damn, that's close. That's what you call a race on that last lap. Like, good Lord of living. Let's get the results up on screen here. I mean, yeah, 0.010 over Marty Shamela. Joe Sullivan's gonna finish third. And then Gooch coming in with a fourth, Eric Cap fifth, Kova gonna be sixth, Zach Davidson seventh, RJ Hurst eighth, Denny LeBlanc, Aiden Haller rounding out your top 10. Man, that was an exhilarating one to call. I don't think you can get much wilder. So, but congrats to Kale on the win tonight. Shout out to everybody who showed up for the races and had a good time. Any thoughts on the night, Diesel?
It was a lot of death, which is what I expected, but it was also a lot of good racing.
Yeah, I think between SLOCAR and FASCAR, I mean, how many different leaders did we have? I'm gonna have to go back and check it.
That's a good question.
It's just wild, but all in all, like I said, a good night of racing. Thank you to everybody who came and watched, hung out, commented. If this is something you guys want to get into, hit the Discord, get in the Discord, and I will get you the stuff for the league. I want to get this league off the ground so that way, we can control the chaos a little bit better and hopefully bring you guys some better racing as well. So shout out to my race control for the night. They did an awesome job. Obviously, as per usual, I will be reviewing some things with them here post race. And everybody have a good rest of the night. Good start to the week. We will catch you all on Tuesday for my usual stream. Have a good night, everybody.